Hello Taurus, how are you? Today I'm going to be doing your sun, moon, or rising energies in the sign of Taurus. You hear my animals in the background. Oh, that's all the noise is. These cards are a little bit stiff. So what is going on for Taurus energy? Sagittarius. We have Temperance. Okay, and we have Nine of Swords. Wow. And we have Six of Pentacles, and they're all upright. So a situation that might be seeming like a nightmare actually turns into a good thing. So you've been really strong on needing to balance your energies, and it seems as if there is this love interest right here with Temperance coming into play, and there's some worry surrounding this situation with this love interest. It seems as if maybe you're not sure if this situation is all what it seems to be, but there's just a real fear, I think. If you look at her face in the Six of Pentacles, she seems kind of worried about whether this is something that she could depend on, something that is, I'm hearing, counted for. But it seems as if this person that you're dealing with has worked on themselves, and they are coming from a more balanced place. So if things haven't been moving along in the fashion that shows you that this person is serious or devoted in the way that you are hoping, it's sometimes the way things look, if they're not totally passionate, might seem like things are not happening. But with this Sagittarius, Temperance, sort of fiery, balanced energy that's going on here, it looks like this situation that you've been dealing with has been working itself out behind the scenes. So let's go ahead, we'll clarify these, but let's see what your spirit animal is. You have Starfish, which is all about sort of not moving, and then you have movement. So you have this duality. You have both energies sort of, there's a conflict going on right now where you have the choice. Like, you're not sure if you should be, or you're not sure if this person is going to just stay sort of in this energy where it doesn't really seem like they're doing much. You know, sometimes Temperance, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, it's balance. Oh, it's, you know, it's a good thing, it's healing. And that's what I think is going on. But sometimes it could really seem like not, like there's a wish for more movement. And what this cheetah combined with this Six of Pentacles is sort of telling me is that there will be. So if there's any fear-based energies that you or worry that's going on, it seems like things are going to move forward. There is going to be some sort of movement forward in the near future. Okay, so clarifying Temperance is the Three of Swords. So yeah, we have this worry that's been going on with this balanced type of energy where it's questionable. It's questionable, and you've questioned it. You've looked back on it and you've been wondering, is this person maybe really who they say they are? Why are they being so calm? Why are they being so distant? And it's because there's just so much hurt, there's so much pain, there's so much anxiety with this person. And so there's the question of, is it really in your best interest to move forward with this person? Is this something that you really want to do? So there's this part of you that's sort of stuck and almost wanting to stay. There's an anxiety going on with you about this situation. And it's like you're not really sure how to move forward, how things are supposed to go forward. And it's just a conflicting energy, but from the looks of it, it looks like things are going to move forward in a positive way. But let's see, but there's definitely a lot of hurt and pain that had to be overcome in this situation. Let's go ahead and clarify that again. We're going to clarify the Three of Swords. Okay, so this kind of flipped one way, it flipped reversed, and then it flipped right side up. Okay, so I'm not sure which way to take this, but we're just going to do it the way that it ultimately landed. We have Pisces energy right here with the moon, and the Three of Swords energy, which is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Okay, so we definitely have some situations where you felt left in the dark about a person and maybe some of their motives and intentions. Okay, so things might have started off very focused, very clear. There was a desire there was love, there was attraction, and then there was some sort of betrayal or heartbreak. Okay, and then that led to this energy of being confused and not really knowing, being in the dark, not really knowing what's happening, what's going on. If this is somebody you can trust. So now you are in this nightmare situation or anxious situation where you're still strong and everything. I love this Nine of Swords rendition with the white dog, because white dogs, to me, whenever I dream about a white dog, I feel like I'm being saved. And so you might even be at a dark night of the soul sort of movement or moment where you're really questioning how you got to this place where you are and why and how. Like, how did all this drama manifest? Why did it manifest? Was it really even necessary to have gone through all this? Because now you're in this place of like, damn, like, how do I handle myself? How do I handle my emotions? It's almost like you're a fly on the wall and you're like just observing life sort of happen to you, and there's not really much you can do about it. It's almost like it's an upheaval, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Tower came out. I would not be surprised if the Tower came out, and I just got chills saying that. So let's go ahead and clarify this energy. So we have Sun reverse. So something that you thought was going to be a happy situation turned out to be maybe not so ideal and not so happy in the way that's currently in the current position of how you are feeling. And so you could be in either of these aspects depending on your actual day of birth, and you know, things are not always linear. But the Sun, you know, what was once hopeful is now doubtful. So there's definitely some doubt, some anxiety. There's just like confusion about what happened, how they feel. Or if this is a work situation, there's just doubt about this. And let's go ahead and clarify that Sun reverse. And we have the Magician. So underneath it all, there's also a sense of, well, you know, all of this stuff might have happened, but I still have faith. There's communication coming in with Mercury right here ruling the Magician. And so there's a sense of faith, and this is not in reverse, okay? Which is a good thing, because maybe what you're realizing is that this situation had to unfold the way it is so it can heal and transform, so it can bring you to the place that you need to be in alignment with this person or situation, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify this future position with the Six of Pentacles. And she looks very maternal in this imagery, but she also looks very sad. Sorry, I just had a bunch of cards fall out. So let's see what is clarified in this. Okay, so, and there's the Tower, I told you. So I said I wouldn't be surprised if the Tower came out. And that was because I was getting a lot of really sort of, I think you're going to be really surprised. It depends on what the next card is, but I think you're going to be really surprised. This is going to go either one or two ways, okay? You're going to be either very surprised that this interaction is moving forward as rapidly and fast as it is, or there's going to be some sort of upheaval that sort of validates the past pain that you've had, that makes you realize that this person cannot be trusted. So with this last card here, we're going to clarify, what does this Tower mean in this position right here? With the Six of Pentacles, there's something that opens up. Something is given, something opens up here in the future. There's some sort of, I don't know, maybe you're rejecting them in the future. Maybe you're rejecting them, but something, King of Swords just popped out. That's an extremely forceful and intellectual card right there. And we have the, oh my gosh, we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have a major change coming to you. What has been docile, and I'm getting chills, and non-moving is going to move very, very quickly. And you have some very, very life-changing energy coming up for you. Something about this person, I think this is representing you actually. I think you come into your own. I think you come into your light, where you start realizing who you are and maybe how this person has treated you, and how you don't really want to have to deal with this situation anymore. And I think you're coming into like, okay, with the Six of Pentacles, the face right there, you're coming into like, you know what, I'm taking a stand with this guy with the sword, this Mars energy with the Tower, and I'm not going to stand for this. I think you're realizing that you're just not going to stand for certain things because it's just been a little bit depressing. It's been a little bit sad. And so I think that you're coming into this place where you're like, you know what? And I wouldn't even be surprised if this person tried to like come back and hang on you. But I think you're going to come into a realization of how much power you really have in this situation, and how, in a way, it's going to be your choice how you want to proceed. So if this happens to be a work situation, then it looks like you're going to have a lot of opportunities. If this is a love connection, which has been the focus of the relationship, of course, or the reading, of course, then I think you're going to just make a really solid choice. But I do want to go into this a little bit deeper. So I do want to clarify a little bit more so we can understand maybe this person's intentions and, you know, how they might be feeling. So what is this person's intentions toward Taurus? So what is this person's intentions and actions toward Taurus? So we got this one coming out. Ten of Sky, like I said, that they are going through, or have been going through, a period of healing. And we have Independence, not really making too much of an effort or movement, which is unfortunate. It almost seems as if they are kind of keeping to themselves right now, which is why you've been worried. So this has been causing a lot of worry and question. But I mean, if you look at this, this is what this person has been going through. Like this cat has no eye. Maybe this person also hasn't been self-aware. Maybe they haven't been able to see the truth of a situation. They haven't been able to see your love in a situation. They haven't been able to see your value. They're all scratched up. They're worried about their own drama. They might be worrying about their own problems. They might have felt that they're unable to commit. And now they just feel the need to think and reflect and to sort of like be alone. But let's see what happens with this future position for this person's intentions for Taurus. And popping out, we have, I'm going to clarify this one because it kind of like came out like this and then I went like this. We have the Page of Cups. So what I am getting is that this person's going to not really be as stable as you were hoping. And I think this is going to cause you to make a judgment call. I wouldn't be surprised if judgment popped out. And I think that you're going to realize that you don't want to deal with this immaturity and just somebody who's unable to give to other people. This person's unable to give to other people because they have the need that they need to give to themselves. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify that Page of Cups in reverse because I'm curious as to what's going on there. The Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, we got 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So basically, they're just unable to work on the relationship with you in the way that, you know, oh, and Fool in reverse just popped out. In the way that you're hoping, they're unable to make movement towards you because they just have, it's unfortunate, they just have too many problems that they're dealing with. But we do have Empress at the bottom and we have Queen of Cups at the bottom. So this is telling me that you're going to start putting more efforts and energy toward yourself because you have so much love. And if there's somebody who's pregnant or in a, you know, situation with, you know, there are those people out there who have that sort of situation going on, I would just say, you know, be patient and work on yourself. But for everybody, there's a sense, an emotional sense with these two combined that you're not going to deal with this BS. You're making a decision not to deal with the 7 of Swords in reverse, the shady energy. You're not going to deal with this person. You're not going to deal with this King of Cups in reverse, where they're unable to give you love. They're unable, you know, they put their wands down. Like they decided, you know, they don't want to deal with the burden. And, you know, you're doing the same thing. And you know, they didn't see your value because they're just so busy being unaware of things, but they also need to work on themselves. So, you know, there's this energy of you really coming to terms and making a really final type of decision in this next chapter of your life of what it is you need to do. So for good luck and good measure, let's just do one more. And if you have enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe. And I just saw the Dragon Eye pop out, which is an extremely transformative card. But we have Horse in reverse. So my message to you is don't be afraid to, and Dolphin at the bottom of the deck in reverse, don't be afraid to internalize and reflect and heal, because that's what you're doing right now. You're healing from this situation. My dog has really long nails right now, so it's like, yeah. Actually, yeah, it's pretty annoying. But anyway, do not be afraid to take your time and don't feel rushed because you're a Taurus, okay? And I'm very familiar with Tauruses. I'll just tell you this. And one thing with a Taurus is a Taurus cannot be forced to be rushed. A Taurus needs to do things on their own timeline, in their own way. They need to stop to smell the roses. Tauruses need to take a breath when they choose to, and they need to reflect and then move on. Of course, depending on your other parts of your, you know, chart. So don't be afraid to move on in your own way and in your own time. So anyway, Taurus, that has been your reading. So much love to you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Bye.